Hi guys, I'm Charlie Book Fanatic. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do a top 5 Wednesday topic in my video because last Wednesday I wasn't able to do it and I actually really like this topic, so I'm going to talk about authors I want more books from. The first author I want more books from is Condie. Condie is the author of the Match trilogy, also the standalones Atlantia and Summer Lost, and I recently discovered she has published a lot more books in the high school setting, which I didn't know about and I have to check out. But I've only read her Match trilogy and her standalone Summer Lost. I'm really not interested in Atlantia, but I want Condie to write more books, especially more fantasy books like she did with Match trilogy. Like, I felt like she created a really interesting world to explore there, and I want her to write more fantasy books and not more contemporary books. But I don't know if she's going to continue on in the same vein of contemporary or if she's going to publish something fantasy related, but I would really like to see something fantasy-like from her. I don't know if I will like it because I was kind of neutral towards Summer Lost, but that might be because it was middle grade and I'm not really a middle grade reader, so I need something else to judge her on. The second author I want more from is Marisha Pessl. Marisha Pessl is the author of Night Film, which is one of my favorite books ever, and also the book Special Topics in Calamity Physics, which I tried to read but couldn't finish because I had just read The Secret History before that one, and the comparison between those two, the likeness was too much, and when I looked on the internet I wasn't the only one who saw that, so I couldn't read that one. But on Goodreads there is nothing else announced that Marisha Pessl is currently working on, so I'm kind of annoyed because I really want something else, because she hasn't published anything after Night Film, and Night Film has been published, I don't know, in 2013, like a couple years ago, and when are you going to write something else, Marisha Pessl? Because I loved your book Night Film and I would love to read anything else by you. The third author I want to read more from is Jandy Nelson. Jandy Nelson has published I'll Give You the Sun and The Sky is Everywhere, and I read both of those books and I loved both of them. Especially The Sky is Everywhere really surprised me and is still one of my favorite books ever, and a book I want a physical copy of. I know Jandy Nelson has announced she's going to publish a new book, which I don't remember the title of, but I really want to read it. Doesn't matter what it's actually about, but that is going to be published in 2017, and that is such a long time away. I want to read something else by her now. The next author I want to read something more from is Lockhart, who is the author of We Were Liars and also The Disreputable History of Frankie Lambeau Banks and a lot of other books. But I have read also another book by her, Dramarama, I believe that was called, but I don't remember anything about that. But I rated both We Were Liars and The Disreputable History of Frankie Lambeau Banks 5 stars. I think she has mostly published middle grade books, and again, I'm not a middle grade reader, but I honestly loved her young adult books. Both of those books I've read by her I loved, and I would love for her to publish something in the same vein because this was great, honestly, and I really need to reread it. But I have investigated it and I don't think she has announced anything else, but I hope she's going to publish a young adult book soon. The last author I want something else from is Lucy Christopher, who has written Stolen, A Letter to My Captor, and that is one of my favorite books ever. I know she has published something else, but that was before Stolen, I think. But I've also read synopses and I wasn't really interested. But I want for her to publish something else, something like Stolen. Not like the same premise, but something that really grabs my interest. That sounds so interesting, I need to pick it up. 35 authors I want new books from, and I hope they will publish some new books soon, because I think Jandy Nelson is the only one who has actually announced something else, and that is going to be published in 2017, which is too long, honestly. But let me know down below, which authors do you want new books from? Do you have any of the same authors on your list? Let me know down below. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.